Are you accommodating your clients? Are you overly accommodating? And is it hurting your business? We're going to talk about that today. We want clients and we want to help and serve others and do our very best work. But there comes a point when we're doing all of that and our clients aren't holding up to their end of the bargain. What happens when accommodating our clients becomes a problem? So are you too accommodating? Do you find like you're bending over backwards for your clients and in the end you've kind of done an awful lot with little to show? Do you ever get overwhelmed or kind of or frustrated when your clients aren't following their end of the bargain? For example, in the coaching industry, it's a partnership. It's a partnership. You work with your client, you guide them to their transformation, but if they're not doing the work, then they're not going to see that transformation. And if you accommodate them, accommodate the areas that they lack, you're not helping them. And it's actually hurting your business. So what do you need to do instead? When you find that you're bending over backwards, doing things for your clients that they wouldn't do for themselves, it's a problem. And in those cases, here's what's really going on. They're not really invested in the transformation. And there may be other things going on. Maybe it's a mindset thing that they're not really ready for this point in the game yet. That's okay. When you're too accommodating, they don't really value you or your services. They see that open door. They see how much you've allowed them to play around with it, and they continue. They devalue you. And I mean that with all love, okay? I'm not trying to make you feel some sort of way, but I want you to understand that being accommodating is not a good thing unless you're a hotel and you're not the Hilton. So we can prevent all of this, and I'll tell you about that in just a moment. But first, I want you to recognize what it looks like for you when you're overly accommodating. You end up overwhelmed, overworked, and underpaid. And then you feel kind of crappy about the whole experience. Your heart is in it, I get it, and you want the best results. But if your client isn't on that same page, it's not going to happen. Here's how to prevent this type of wrong for you clients, the ones that you have to, that you feel the need to accommodate for. Set clear standards. Outline roles and responsibilities and make sure that you communicate with your clients before they sign on. But you have to be clear of your responsibilities, your roles, and theirs. That's the first thing. The second thing is to have a procedure in place and one that you will commit to when violations occur, even the smallest and even borderline. Define what you'll tolerate and what you won't. And if they're kind of teetering close to that gray area, your responsibility is to speak up. You're not a doormat. You're not a charity. You're a business. You're the boss. You have a business to run. Don't let your clients run you. What happens when enough is enough? Again, you have to have a policy in place, but make sure that your policy will leave both parties satisfied. You don't want anybody bitter. You want to do a really good job, even if it doesn't work out with the two of you. Do you have a policy for firing your clients? Do you have standards already in place for these red flags, for the things that you will and will not tolerate? Let me know. Leave a comment below. If this is helpful, to you. If you found value, make sure you give it a thumbs up, like it, share with your girlfriend, and if you want more, subscribe.